huge bag. Oh my gosh, so many buttons. I think I have a button problem. I am such a button hoarder. These are not all my buttons. That's the sad part. Okay, so I have picked up buttons every chance. I'm sorry, I just sat down so I made a thud. I pick up buttons every chance I get. And one time I thought I was going to get organized, like putting all my red ones in this baby food jar. And by the way, this was just a Rolling Hills find, a bunch of baby food jars. I went, oh yeah, I need those. And sorting them out by color was fun. These are, I don't even know what color. Those are a lot of lavenders, but why is that blue one in there? It should be in the other one. Darn it. Pinkish colors, and that one is kind of a burgundy color, I think. But I still have, you know, more bags that I haven't sorted through. And more bags. Look at this. I mean, I've got some amazing buttons in here. I just love buttons. It's crazy. Button Hoarder. I used to have an antique store, and I would sell my buttons there, but people were stealing them because they were small, and I'll show them how you had them wrapped up. And most of these that are left in here are on cards. So something like this I might have had for sale, and someone, look at this little place where the little buttons went. You know, and someone would steal them off of there. I mean, steal because it was small and they could throw this in their purse. So that was very frustrating. So I only have a few old ones left. And then here, look, another big bag. And most of these things came, you know, separately. And I just haven't sorted through them yet. There's a combination between somewhat modern, maybe 70s, 80s. These are 88 cents at Walmart. And, you know, they're not that way anymore. Gigantic button covers, which I should hang on to this. That's so cute for a clown. I gotta put that aside somewhere. Anyway, more big buttons. I really need to pull these for my clowns. I think I'm gonna I can't sort today. I've got so much going on. I can't get started. But now that I look at it, I could use those fabric ones probably sooner than later. Another bag. Just a small bag. Just something I grabbed at an estate sale. And these are the worst because I don't know why I collect these. I don't know why I buy these. These are the ones that come on clothes. And my suggestion to anyone who buys an outfit who has the extra buttons, get rid of these by sewing them inside the outfit, like on the lining or something, on the seams where they're not visible, and then you have them. People, come on. I mean, obviously that's a set, but a lot of these, you see, these are all your spare buttons. I love that button. That button's awesome. So I'm gonna show you. Look at this is my best. Look at this huge bag. Oh my gosh, so many buttons. So many buttons. I love my buttons. I don't know what it is about buttons. I mean, you get a lot of the same ones, and so you'll, you know, just the cutest thing you can do is like sort them according to colors like this. Oh, by the way, I haven't even gotten into this. Look, these are metals. I have like, oh, that one's not metal. I don't know why that's in there. Why are you in there? I think I went on a little, lost my mind at some point. Well, this was something I started. These are just plastic buttons in this old mason jar. I'm saying mason. Oh, it's a Kerr. In this old jar. Because I saw this, and how adorable is that? I so want to make these, yet I've never made them. But see, that looks like a fun thing to do, you know, while you're watching TV, to just pull out buttons and make these little stars. It's so cute. So that's kind of what started this box, this jar of just plastic buttons. And I think they're all plastic, but now that I'm looking at them, those may be glass. Or that porcelain that they used to make. It was like a rough kind of glass porcelain. Here's just some blacks. I don't know what the difference between that black and that. They may have been, wait. What? Drop things? Yeah, okay. Listen, plastic, probably glass. More little things that went on your... I'm so bad at looking at what I'm doing versus what I'm filming, so I'm so sorry. Little shirt. Oh man, I needed these the other day because they're so tiny. I mean, they're shirt buttons, but they're really small ones. And those would have been good on a doll. So, I gotta quit doing this because that's what they need to put aside. Just NYX, which would pretty much go in that, should go in that jar right there, and put that jar up for something else. Yellows. See, I do try to be organized. These are purples. My other ones were more pinks. And then these are the dreaded, you know, spare. I'm going to admit, between being the spare buttons and then buttons like these that you would buy on a card. I think most of these are on a card. I don't know how well these do on eBay, and I'll get my buttons all mixed up again. Yeah, so typically on my cards, I'll have like one missing, but you still get a lot of buttons. Oh, that one's got all the buttons, 30 cents. Man, you know your buttons cost more than this now. I'm gotta get something like that. I just love. That is so cool looking. $1.50. These were expensive. So, all of these I would like to put on eBay. You know, a couple of things that we could retire and live on my buttons. I could just sell buttons. Okay, here's look, $1.55. Rolling Hills, $1.55. But I think it has some sewing stuff. Because see, I have it open, so something else may have been in with it. And these are just the buttons that were left. So just a little bag. Yeah, I've kind of got myself involved in a lot of projects right now, so I don't know when I'm going to get around to this. These are old buttons right here. A bunch of different plastics, but there are some really cute. Like that one is wood right there. That one's actually made out of wood. It's probably the only button that I have. I know they're plastic, making horrible sounds. Just basic buttons, but a few really cool ones in there. And then, so many of these. This is from a Ship and Shore shirt. Say that really fast. And they are covered buttons, which I actually like to use covered buttons on my dolls because they will die as well as, you know, especially if you get white ones for something. And I like to use these big crazy buttons on clowns and stuff like that. I really need to go through this. So this one, as you see at the bottom, it's just all the spare buttons, extra buttons, lots of those. So I would only have like one of, which is sort of not helping me much unless I just want one little button for my dolls. But I do like to put my older buttons on my dolls, and I made a mess, and I got to clean this mess up. Yeah, so that's nothing. I got to, did I show you all these black ones? I think I did. All right, so that's just some of my buttons. And I'll go back to talking about when I had a store. Okay, so I own an antique mall. And then after that, I've had booths in different malls and stuff like that. So I had these all packaged up, and these I would sell. And cheap, people, $1 for all these cute little buttons that I sorted out. And these are adorable little buttons. Can you see them? They're like football shaped. No, there they are. Really cute buttons for $1. And my place is called Taylor Ridge, right there. Yeah, and people would steal these, and they were $1, and they would steal them because they suck. What can I say? Just regular. Now these are all matched up. Or I'll have something like this where I'll have like a bunch of metal buttons, and they're. Oh, there's my dehumidifier again. Welcome to the studio, folks. These lilac, really cute little buttons. And it's sad because I spent so much time sorting them out, and these are just some black. But, I need that big black one. That would be good. Oh, those are cute. I'm grabbing that. So, thank goodness these are somewhat organized. So, if I ever want to dig, I can dig through the bags. And look at, these are all matching. Those are not, and these are heavy. I don't know what, they're plastic, but wow. Coat, from an old coat. Which reminds me, I think I have an old coat button. I need to go check these little metal ones out. So cute. So this basket, it's like an old picnic basket full. And this is actually how I displayed them. I had this, and you have like, I didn't use that, but this old picnic basket full. And then I had a thing that you put pictures on, the little wire thing, and I would have the buttons kind of tucked down in there. But you see how I have them on cards like this, and that one's not priced. I must not have had that one. And some of these may not have been, yeah, because I don't have the price. Or pull the price tags already off of them already. Yeah, so, yeah, people would be stealing. Oh, look at this, and this has got all the buttons. No, it's missing one. But isn't that adorable? That's probably glass. And the men's shirt buttons. I just think they're so cute. I mean, collecting buttons is easy. You just start getting a bunch of buttons. Here is one of my, oh, I know what this is. Some of these ones I had for sale, if they're not priced, I know why, because they were in my collection. That is a little hand-painted button, and it is my nasty nails. Painting, that ruins your nails. But that tiny little painted, look, gold, that's got gold on it. I mean, you know, gold glaze. So just that little button is so adorable. I'm sorry I'm not very well lit over here. I'm in the corner where the sun kind of comes in, but I guess I could have turned the lamp on. Hang on one second. A little bit better. Just a little bit. So that, I'm hanging on to that. Let's see. And then I love cloth covered ones. And I did a picture frame and nothing but the cloth covered buttons. And it came out really cute. Because what else are you going to do? These are mother of pearl. Right there. That I use as much as possible on my own stuff. I will replace buttons with these mother of pearl. I love them. I'll get a shirt. Sometimes Rolling Hills has a sale like 50 cents a night outfit. I will literally go through looking for clothing that has the buttons that I like, and I will buy the shirt. Oh my gosh, 50 cents for mother of pearl buttons? You know, heck yeah. I'm evil. And then use that, and hopefully the fabric's something I can use for sewing. Look at all these. These are different buttons, but look at the textures and all of that. It's all about the texture. Here is more of my metals. Oh, just a little variety of metals. I really want to get here and dig and have some fun one day. Oh my gosh. The crazy little kids plastic. Look, it's a bunny. What is this? A duck. It's Easter. Oh my goodness. So many cute little kids buttons in here. I know. I really got to get these on eBay. So we were looking at buying a camper. We recently sold our camper. In fact, I have my listing information. We sold it. But rather quickly, just days after we put it up for sale. These look like button. I think these are shoe buttons. But I don't remember why they would have the shank coming through. But they probably are shoe buttons. Somewhere, which were probably stolen as well, were a lot of... Oh wait, I think I kept my shoe buttons, but here's some. These have little cotter pins. Yeah, cool. And I have some more of those in another area. It would be good to get all my buttons in the same family in one basket. But if I put them in a basket, I want to be organized. Because, oh my goodness. Oh, and I have ones. Look how pretty these are. I keep stuttering, but I have a container somewhere in all my junk. I gotta think of where that is. It's not it's in my jewelry. Like, what's the other thing you think I collect? Absolutely. Beads. Lots of beads. So between my beads and my buttons, I could get a camper, and I could probably pay rent on a campground for if I could sell all my buttons, you know, as I sell buttons. Because some of these buttons are, because they're just basic, they are really wonderful vintage buttons, and people love these buttons as much as I do. I don't pay a lot for mine though, that's the thing. But these, like, are so hard to find. And you see, I don't have many. Did I do that? I already did that one. I only had a few on the top. Oh, these are cute. And these were my, I was doing like Christmas stuff. Like all my ornaments had, this is my chalkware, by the way. I paint chalkware. My little chalkware Santas. So that's my chalkware. And then this is when I had, back when my friend and I would go do shows around Christmas, and we would go to jury, you know, I almost say craft shows because a lot of them were crafts, arts and crafts, but they were good stuff. You had to be juried in. So I would take my chalkware and cute little things like this. So those are some buttons left over. And since I did that in the 90s, yeah, they're old already. I think they're antiques already. I don't know how long button life is. These are just white plastics, but check this out. Look at the little rose, little flowered one. And the reason I have no time to do this kind of fun stuff is my son just came here from Austin, and yeah, we're gonna have to social distance with my son who just arrived. I just needed to see my son. Yesterday was my birthday, and this is my late birthday present. But those are cool metal ones. Love them. Just love them. And more, they came off of like a leather coat or some kind of coat, you know. And these are plastic. I actually have leather ones. But I'll tell you right now, they're lucky that if you can keep them holding up. The buttons took like the worst wear. Oh, here's some cool metal and gold, and these are new. I mean, these are like in really good shape. $1, and they wouldn't buy them from you. Stealing my buttons. At least these didn't get stolen. These, a lot of these disappeared because these, when I had my own place, were by my checkout. But I took them to a booth after I closed up my store. I sold our building. And so I took them to a store and got a booth. And they, yeah. I mean, this thing was full. I mean, you really had to dig. It's full. When you get to all my other stuff, yeah, it was full. And by the way, these little bags are from Walmart or any, I guess, store. They are little, like snack bags or something, and 4 ounce maybe. And these same bags, I used to put mixed nuts in to take, you know, grab and go kind of bags. Oh, I already did that one. How do you? I pick up the same one twice. There's so many. Anyway, lots of browns, lots of blacks. But I'm gonna. Oh wait. Oh. I love these. Check these out. These little football shaped ones. Those, I remember those being on like one of my grandmother's coats. Big, you know, nice size ones, like on a jacket, not on a heavy coat. But these are just really cool. All right, so I'm going to go show you how I'm trying to organize them now. I think I had this in another video. I can't remember what I actually keep and what I scrap, but I love this thing. This came from our jewelry store here in town that closed down, oh my goodness, probably 15 years ago. And it was an old jewelry store to begin with, in the old part of town and everything. So this is this amazing metal cabinet that has all these drawers, and we just put pulls on it. I don't know how they opened it before, but this is where the jeweler would sort the, you know, the different jewels. And there, some of them, if you look at them, have a number, I mean a letter and a number somewhere, but I think there was a code that teaches, you know, so you go this way or that way, or maybe not. I don't know. This was like, I don't know what that was about, but maybe he has some organization system. This is from one little jar of buttons I recently got. So instead of, I just went ahead and sorted through them. I was looking for buttons, so while I was at it, I pulled buttons out and kind of sorted out some cute little buttons. See, this something like that would be cute on a clown. A little set of buttons. I love the big ones for that. Big black ones. Big white. Oh, you know, I gotta put that on the clown. And I love this one. Check that one out. That one is awesome. That's huge. That's suede in there. Some leather, and then that's just another big button. So I got a little bit more organized down here. And these are like these little shoe buttons. And then I don't know what these bigger ones, if those are also shoe buttons, but they're a little bit different shanks. So maybe just a regular button. But that's that, you know, that pearl stuff. Bunch of plastics, but singles. This is adorable little set. Oh my gosh. I think I have it upside down. Crest, yeah, probably. That is just, why won't you focus? Look how tiny, that, all the detail in that little bitty thing. It's got the enamel, see the little enamel in it? And then another little crested is this one. I'm just like, wow, that is adorable. Wish I knew what that said. I'm going to have to get my loop to check that out. And I'm upside down because there's 2 lions, and they would be facing this way. Those are, that's like an R. So it's like a crest. That's so cute. So cute. My favorite button in this whole thing, those are really adorable, is the little cowboy. It's one. I have one button that has a cowboy. And not just a cowboy, but a bronc rider. Bronc buster. And this is weird. It's a little button that's, it's a buckle. But it's not a buckle. I mean, it's a button that looks like a buckle. Now, what purpose is that? I have no idea. Really can't. I could probably figure something out there. I don't know. These just were in there, and they're metal, and I threw them in there. So, come on, light, focus. So I sorted out some of my buttons this way. Got some glass ones, some little, these are a combination of plastic and glass base. Oh, these are buttons that are like mother of pearl as well. So, but they're sharp buttons. Anyway, this all came out of a jar. And these are some little square ones. So that's cute. So what I'd like, these are all this is empty. So I really want to start pulling out some of my better buttons. I just kind of emptied out what I had there. And then here's some more beads and things that were in just a little junk bag I bought, and sequins. And I just was playing one day and threw them all in here. And look, buttons. This all came out of like one bag of stuff I bought. And these cute little bells that are just squished. Why I kept them, I don't know. Oh, that one's in good shape. How did I pick up the only one that's still in good shape? That's amazing. Well, that one's a different. See, they're totally different. Oh, I know there's one that's crushed. There he is. That one's just somebody sat on. He's easy to fix. But, I mean, he was just in there, so threw him in there. Pin backs. Gosh, constantly finding pins without pin backs. Snaps. A stud. Weird stuff you find in it. Like, this with some sewing motions. Oh, and this, oh my gosh. See, here's some more buttons. These, oh my, let me flatten this out. This was a stash of buttons from this set that I had already kind of sorted through, and I went, oh, I love that one. That one right there. That one, it's probably plastic, but maybe it was glass. But some of these are glass. I know that this one in my hand is glass. Look at that adorableness going on right there. This black glass, is that a leaf or a heart? I think it's a leaf. That's why it's got the little rough edges. But the gold glaze on it. Probably plastic. Maybe glass, I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of these work, and some metal. There's some metal. So I probably want to sort these out. Oh, this one's so pretty. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I had to turn that one down. That is metal and glass. Look at that. And just one more button. So these are the things, and I know I pulled these specifically for dolls, because sometimes you get the little bow in the middle, or you want to put a bow, and that looks so sweet, and that is a cool button right there. That one is glass as well. So lots of fun stuff. Doesn't it look like fun? Wish I had time to do it.